Hi everybody, so today I'm going to walk you through my extravaganzas of using monocycline and doxycycline for acne. So I started putting this video together only focusing on doxycycline because it really wrecked my body, and then I started to realize that I had a bunch of pictures previous to doxycycline and I was like, where did these come from? Well, and then I also realized that I was on monocycline, and so now it's going to be a video of both of the things, and I've been putting this video together for a couple days now trying to find all these pictures. I'm going to start with the pictures. I'm also going to voice over the pictures. Some of the pictures are gross, only because like acne, it's gross, it's bacteria on our face, it's our body overreacting to that bacteria. I'm not calling like me gross or anyone that has acne gross. I shower literally every single day. I wash my face in the shower, and then when I had my acne really bad before I went to bed, and like it didn't really seem to matter. So with that, let's get on to the video, and then I will talk about my experiences specifically on doxycycline after the video. So starting off, we are in December, and this was back in 2017. So as you can see, my face looks all in all clear, and that was the last time I could remember it being really clear. And then starting in February, I started getting these little dots on the side of my face. They were just little bumps, and I couldn't really tell exactly what was going on. They then started becoming actual acne, and noticeable, obviously, acne on the top of my face, and they became really aggravated, and I was then prescribed to use this gel, and I was on monocycline. So the previous gel and this gel I used at night and in the morning. So one was for night, one was for the morning, and I was putting it on every day. As you can tell, the bumps are there. The bumps are actually getting worse now, and we are about in the middle of 2018. They were concentrated, and throughout this whole process, my left cheek is noticeably worse than my right cheek. And as you can tell, the dots still stayed. The medicine is helping. The things are not as red. The area is still concentrated, but the bumps were going down, but the scarring was still there, which was most of the problem. A lot of this was not actually topical anymore at this point in the stage, but it was still present. The scarring was still there. So at this point, I'd been on monocycline for over 5 months, I'd say. And as you can tell, it's much better. Bumps still not present on the surface, but the scarring from where the bumps were is present. So now obviously we're in 2019. My face looks pretty good on the sides, pretty good. And from straight on, you couldn't really even tell I had the acne because it was on the side of my face. Now you can tell I'm starting to get acne between my eyes. So now we got it on my cheeks and my forehead. It was at this point where my face was, I was still doing those topicals, the gels, and my face was probably the clearest it'll be between my monocycline and my doxycycline. So I was very happy. It was summer. I think being outside in the sun and also going in fresh water, playing at the beach, I think that helped my face a lot. And this is the clearest, or in the area of the clearest that it'll be, same realm of time before it got bad again. So now I'm in my senior year of college in these photos, and the bumps come back. So they're smaller, very red still though, really easy to use cover up on, and you couldn't even tell if I had cover up on that I had acne. But yeah, so I was prescribed this gel and this gel, and I put them on morning and night. Each one is designated for one is for morning, one is for night, and then I was taking doxycycline twice a day. So as I was saying, you can use cover up. It'd be really easy to use cover up. However, I didn't really want to do that because I wanted my face to breathe. So yeah, these photos are really red. I argue even redder than my original issues that I had when I was using monocycline. And over the summer, same thing, it got slightly better, but also at this point I had been on doxycycline for quite a couple months now, probably about 5 months at this point of these photos, and so it's definitely going down. But a common theme you'll see between my monocycline pictures and doxycycline pictures, if you do go through these again, is that it got worse before it got better. But I feel like that's common for a lot of things in life. So the dots are going down, the red's going down, the scarring is going down, and now we are kind of on the things are getting much better, and because they got exponentially better, the changes are pretty small. So these small red marks will continue to go away throughout this summer process. And then as school, I'm going into my senior year, and as you can tell from straight on, you can't even tell that really anything's on my face. That acne between my eyes went away, and on the sides it was pretty faint and not nearly as red anymore. And then this, I didn't really have any pictures between that last time stamp in January, which is around now, but this is where my face is at today, and it is significantly better. I'm no longer on doxycycline. I'm doing the morning and the night gel, but the sides definitely look significantly better. And I think throughout this whole process, a major helper was this gel that I used in the shower. And I used it every other time that I showered, and it's just a face peel, and it significantly helped my face with taking off all that dead skin. So more towards the end of my process of having doxycycline, I was, like I said, kind of a wreck, and I was not really happy. I was happy with my face, I was getting better, but I wasn't happy with how my body felt, and so I asked my doctor if I could go down to 1 pill a day, and he said that was fine. So I've been off of Doxy, I think, for about a month and a half now, maybe 2 months, but previous to that, the last month or two of being on it, I was only taking it once a day, but it's still in my system, and it's still like fighting off that or killing that bacteria and throughout my body. So that's kind of why I had a lot of the reactions to it or side effects. So I actually have pulled up a side effect sheet of doxycycline in women. So I'm going to go down it and tell you if I had the side effect that it lists. So the first one is signs of allergic reaction, like a rash, hives, itching, red, swollen, blistered, or peeling skin without a fever. I cannot recall times specifically when I would have, like, I never had like a noticeable rash, but I definitely would have weird, I feel like my body was much more reactant to if I were to get a scrape, or if I like bumped my body on something, like my body is noticeably like it gets red pretty quickly. And like I said, I've been on this clearly now /monocycline /doxycycline, which are forms of tetracyclines. I've been on them for 2 years now, so I don't really know if this red is common reaction in my body or if it's just because of this medicine. Not that big of a deal. Signs of liver problems, no. Signs of pancreas problems, very bad stomach pains or very bad back pain, very bad upset stomach, or throwing up. I would get really upset stomachs. If I woke up in the morning and I didn't eat right away, I would feel like I was going to throw up, even though I had nothing really in my system. It made me very nauseous. I had to eat at very certain times that, like, on a schedule, and if I didn't, I felt like I said, I was going to throw up. Like, I felt sick to my stomach, but then the thought of, like, sometimes eating food, like, I didn't know what I wanted to eat, because I wasn't like hungry for anything. Like, it definitely messes with like how you process like what you want to eat and when you want to eat it. All I can recommend for that is being as strict as possible with like what time you get up and when you actually eat, because it'll throw your body off, that is for sure. And then something else that I wanted to talk about is that so when I turned 21, I was drinking, and I didn't like binge drink. I wasn't drinking heavily, but I definitely drank while I was on this medicine, and it tells you not to, and I should have looked into that, but I didn't, and because I wasn't drinking like a lot, I take my medicine in the morning, and then if I drink, it'd be like at night. I didn't think it'd be like too big of a problem, but being completely honest, like, it definitely made my hangovers like really bad, and it made me have like a ridiculously upset stomach the next day. I literally thought I was allergic to alcohol, but I wasn't. It just happened that it was just this medicine like really messing with my stomach. So definitely read those side effects and read what you should and should not do on this medicine. I definitely would not encourage heavily drinking, or if you're going to, then don't take your medicine that day, I guess. Okay. Chest pain or fast heartbeat? I don't think so. Having issues peeing? No, I was good there. Fever, chills, or sore throat? That was fine. I also have like really bad allergies, so some of these things, distinguishing whether they were doxycycline or whether they were my own allergies, that was a hard thing. And a lot of these responses that I had to doxycycline, I thought they were like allergic reactions until I talked to other people and realized they weren't. They were from my acne medicine. Muscle or joint pain, I recently took up running, and I feel as though I was putting my body through a lot, and I think that it was even harder, and my body was taking it even harder, potentially because of this medicine, but that like didn't stop me or didn't hinder me in any way. It says very bad dizziness or passing out. I didn't have those issues, I don't think. No, I didn't. Change in skin color. I don't think so. It says vaginal itching or discharge. Sometimes I'd be like irritated, but I feel like that is just because of whenever you're on an antibiotic, you are much more susceptible to infection. And I don't think I never had like while I was on it a noticeable infection. However, when I went to go see my gynecologist, he gave me certain medicine that I could apply if I need to, if I had issues while I was on the medicine. And like thereafter. But that didn't seem to be a super common problem. However, making sure that you are not having any sort of infection. So if you were to have any sort of itching, or if you were to have if it like hurts when you go to the bathroom, like while you're peeing, that's like a very clear sign that you should talk to your doctor, especially if you're a woman. Talk to your gynecologist and ask them if you can get a cream or just get an over-the-counter cream, because there's a chance that you might have an infection. And that's just because you don't have the bacteria that was there to take care of you was killed off by doxycycline. So your body isn't able to fight off what it usually would be able to fight off. And like, you're just a little bit more susceptible for infection. But like, I wouldn't use that as a reason as to not take this medicine, because clearly it like helped my face out. Which, by the way, so this is where I am right now. As you can tell, it's like pretty clear. I don't have anything on the top of my face except right here, because I picked at this the other day, but that's unrelated to like my cheeks, obviously, and like my forehead. So this is also good. And over here too, nothing is on the top. It is all scarring at this point, if you can see anything. And I am using that gel that I told you in the shower, and I'm just trying to get all of the layers off of my skin, off of my face, so that I can get to clean, healthy skin once again. And then let's see, raised pressure in the brain has been noted with this medicine. I definitely think I got a lot of headaches while on this medicine, but like I said, I have allergies. It's super important to stay hydrated. That's like the most I can say about that. It says other doxycycline side effects might include not hungry, upset stomach, or throwing up, and diarrhea. Yes, I'd say yes to all of those. Like I said, it's going to affect your stomach, and that's because of the microbiome in your body. It's taken a hit because your body's used to having bacteria in it, and this is supposed to kill bacteria, but it affects your gut bacteria. I learned about that, but I'm sure you could find much more educational videos on that. So if you want to learn about the gut microbiome, look that up. Okay, so for now, that is the majority of the things that I have to share. I just wanted to put my experiences out there. I wanted people to see like what it actually looked like, what my process looked like. Depending on the attention that this video gets, I'd be more than happy to even dive in a little bit more, maybe look up for some more pictures of myself that I have during that time period that I shared. But please leave some comments, questions, whatever. I will try to get back to you, or I will get back to you. And I'm simply releasing this video because I want people to be aware of what Doxy did to me, because it really, really made me feel as though I like was just like upset and sick and just like vulnerable to like when I ate, and it just made me like a slightly different person. But I didn't really realize that until I got off of it. And I didn't realize, like I said, like I was on it for like 9 months. That is a long time for someone to be on this medicine. I know other people that were only on it for 2 months or 3 months, and I was on it for way longer than that. So all in all, like I said, I just wanted my experience to be shared, and I'm hoping that by sharing this, someone else watching this video will be able to have a little clearer indication on what their whole process is going to be like when they take this medicine. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.